No, you click play.
Oh,
It's not playing yet.
A lot of eggs and
You can turn.
turn. What do you mean?
I think it's supposed to be interactive, so you can like look. And also you can look up all backwards. Just change your body.
like this?
Yeah.
Becomes in time a living thing. A house as old as this one becomes in time. A house as old as this one becomes in time a living thing.
Rice.
Well, there's only a fucking
Brown
house,
rice
yeah.
usually.
What am I supposed to break?
So how do you eat rice with like as a side dish for you? Like with
Now that I'm on a track, I want to turn around and see what they don't
Some are bad.
want me to see or
Some
where
should
they're
never
not
be spoken
directing
about
me.
again.
Okay.
And sitting here all alone, it can go slowly mad. It starts holding on to things, keeping them alive when they shouldn't be. Some of them good, some are bad. Some should never be spoken about again.
Oh, wait.
That's
Ah!
yeah.
I love how your mind has to kind of bend outside of what your normal expectations are cinematically,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you realize like you're kind of it's almost like being in the game space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well, it
if-
makes me think about gaming
Mhm.
a lot, and it makes me think about reaching a particular audience of viewers who are accustomed to moving through cinematic space in that way. For someone like me, I'm not a gamer, and I'm intrigued by it, but I could really see future of cinema being more individualized in that way.
But I felt it more so in this way. It's like playing video games and you
Yeah.
want to drive off the map.
Mhm.
You want to see like,
To explore,
where it
yeah.
breaks or something like that. And
But I guess I have a little bit less of a an appreciation for like the horizons, with this stuff. Because for me, it's like I'm playing a video game.
Yeah.
But like when you take it into the space of like the real world, and I think that there's, I don't know, it could be a totally enveloping medium. It's a different medium. Yeah.
But the fact that it's a surprise, it becomes also exhausting because you're so excited to move these things around, but then after a while, it just, you realize that nothing happened, so
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it just gets quite depressing.
Like the experience of, oh my God, you can pause it and still look around.
Yeah. So you can rewind
It's
to a
mind-blowing.
particular point and look around.
It's mind blowing.
I like it, but not 100% like it.
Why?
I think, I don't know, probably just lazy to move around.
Hello.
And actually, I think it's actually they still guide you in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just adds the sense of interactivity.
Yeah.
It gives you the
choice.
but they actually guide you. Like it has a time span.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it actually, like, the images are following the time span.
Yeah.
So you don't really control it. It's still the
You only have control over what you're seeing, but you don't have control over where it's going.
it's like it's a programmed
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's really interesting. I think I wanted to turn outside of the hallway and see more of a periphery, because it is really engaging to be able to turn it.
Now that it's moving in a dimensional sense, I want it to have more dimension and more freedom.
It's also, just to keep it constrained like that, keeps a certain tension,
Yeah.
visual tension, and narrative tension, that you have to literally move the camera to discover something.
Yeah.
So I think I can see why that would
But
be.
it's only like moving the device as a metaphor for the camera.
That's right.
Which is absent from the scene.
That's right. You just assume it's the camera.
It's the camera.
Yeah, it feels like the camera.
Do you think it's limiting in the sense that you don't have a choice where it goes, and you do have a choice?
I don't want a choice though
Okay.
with a movie. I like that's why it's written, you know.
Mm.
I think this kind of program makes you feel like you can control, but actually you cannot.
There, yeah.
You see what I mean?
I see what you mean.
So
I think it was a very interesting trailer, very different.
Have some
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Not much happened, to be honest. I'm not really sure what it's still about, or was it just a person dying or something like that.
It makes me think about those early films that you ride. They would put a camera on a train, like early cinema, and you just watch
The train film.
landscapes go. Not the one where you're stationary, not the Lumiere one.
Yeah.
But they a few years later they station a camera on the train and you just
Oh
watch
yeah, that
countryside
one.
go
Yeah.
by.
Yeah. So maybe since you're moving so much because you think you're in control, after a while you just you realize that actually you're not in control. So maybe you focus more on the content than actually moving around. I guess.
I mentioned that tension between like a cinematic thing and a game experience.
Because it's meant to be only seen by yourself rather than sitting in cinema, like theater, watching with a
Right.
group, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I question whether or not this is going to turn into a thing. Like, I think it's really interesting to watch, like, on YouTube, but how do we do this in a theater?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering about that. We're in a really early stage of this new media, and at the moment it feels like more novelty than like applied, and so I love this stage of experimentation for sure, but I'm looking forward to having an experience where it's like, I'm as immersed in a story or a narrative. It feels it's a little bit more responsibility in it.